Let's get out of this club, baby.
You're still listening to Kumbang channel, and this is Ktnewsmacau. Starting tomorrow, non-residents arriving in Macau must show they have enough money to support themselves during their stay in town. Individuals planning to stay for 7 days or less must carry a minimum 5,000 patakas and an extra 5,000 or 10,000 patakas for the next 7 or 14 days respectively, while anyone planning to stay longer than 3 weeks will need to show 20,000 patakas. These amounts may be reduced if one can prove paid Macau hotel reservations. Non-locals unable to prove they hold sufficient funds can be refused entry. However, this new regulation does not mean Macau is fully open for tourists and other non-residents. Currently, only tourists and non-residents from the mainland, Hong Kong and Taiwan are allowed to enter, as well as some foreigners with special permissions under special circumstances. The new regulation will apply to all non-residents whenever border restrictions are lifted for those who remain banned from entering Macau. Some 16 people were brought to local police station for investigation last Sunday, the same day a large gathering of Filipino nationals took place at the ruins of St. Paul as well as Saiwan area, which was an apparent act of support towards one of the Philippines' presidential candidates. Such event, however, might have violated local laws and regulations regarding the rights of gathering and demonstrating in public area exclusively reserved for Macau permanent residents only, which also requires special permit from local authorities. The Philippine consulate in Macau pointed out in a statement published on their official Facebook page this week that non-resident workers as well as others holding tourist or other types of visas must strictly follow the laws, rules and regulations of the host government, and any violation of which may be basis for termination of employment contract and the consequent cancellation of permit to stay. Meanwhile, the 16 people were released after being questioned. For some flash news, after 5 years of restoration, the entire village of Our Lady of Cajo is now fully open to the public with a permanent exhibition at the site showcasing the former leprosarium's history. The site has been partially yet unofficially reopened this year. And last but certainly not the least, it is confirmed Macau permanent and temporary residents will still get their traditional cash handout from the government next year, despite the city's financial difficulties due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And now, the local weather. Mainly cloudy with some sunny intervals throughout this coming week, with temperature ranging from 18 to 27 degrees Celsius. For more info about the weather in town, visit www.smg.gov.mo. That's all for tonight's KT News Macau. Back to our Aussie music, still listening to Sophie Monk with a song called Love Me. At Kumbang Channel, Kumbang Kumpul Bareng Yo.